So let's get started. I do two things. One is commercial utilities, I was residential. Let me just cover commercial utilities first. I do gas and electric, as you would expect. And what I do with this is it's a bit more of a consultative process, really, because I understand some of the business needs. So like the length of lease on a building, for example, or plans for growth for that business. So if they're looking to expand or double in size in the next couple of years, I won't be giving them a 4-year contract because I'll get them a better price in 2 years' time. On the water, just on the electricity stuff, I tend to get about 300 to 400 different products for every quote I do. And so I filter that down based on those consultative conversations. So I get to about 4 or 5 that I'd recommend to the customer and they can decide what they want to do. On the water, I partner with a company called Everflow. We tend to be a little bit cheaper, not much, but where we do exceed is in customer service. They're second to none as far as I'm concerned. And I've sought out all the partners I work with based on that. So I work with good customer service providers. And then the last thing I do, and a nice part of the business, is merchant services. Now that is card machines, and preferred customers there really are people like hotels, pubs, clubs, those sorts of environments where there's a lot of transactions, many transactions. I've got a very happy customer. I say very happy customer. I presume a very happy customer in the room in Charmaine, who took that lovely-looking device that's in the middle of the screen there. And the benefits in this are really quite impressive. So the card machine that you may have seen at the front of the room here is a settled device. You might see other ones will sum up or square in retail. And a lot of those are getting charged somewhere upwards of 2%, somewhere even up to 5% on Visa debit card transactions. Now, given that 70% of all card transactions are Visa debit card, we reduced that down to under 0.5%. So you can imagine high turnover business, a lot of transactions, we can make them an incredible saving. So that's what I do on the commercial side. Let me just cover one other thing. On the energy side, on the government relief scheme that is there. So for those that are worried or concerned about their businesses, or any of your customers that may be concerned about their businesses, it's for businesses, voluntary organisations like charities and state-run places like hospitals, schools, etc. I'm not going to convert this for you, but it is based around at £211 per megawatt hour. So we use the kilowatt hours at home. That's for electricity, and £75 per megawatt hour for gas. So, like I say, if that's too much information, come and have a chat with me afterwards and we'll talk about how we get that down to something a bit more sensible. So that's the commercial side. I hope that's clear. On the next, I can't remember to turn a page and press a button. On the residential side, there's no hiding away from this. I work with Utility Warehouse. And what we provide are 4 core services, and we are the only UK's genuine multi-service provider. So on the left here, you can see we do energy, which is gas and electric, as you would expect. We do mobile SIMs. We do insurance, which is a boiler cover. I don't want to tread on Alistair's toes, and we've had this conversation. And we do phone and broadband as well. And the way we work, we combine all those services, and we provide a discount by the more you take out. It was founded in the 90s. Mid-90s. Oh, I meant to say, sorry, I've got halfway through this and didn't mean to say. Under your pages, there's a little quiz. And I'm starting to give the answers before I've even got away with it. So I forgot about these things. So just to prove you're listening, if there is one outstanding winner at the end, or someone who's got everything right, then we'll talk about a little prize for you all. So yeah, we were formed in the mid-90s. On the principle that there had to be a better way for UK residents to pay their bills. And I firmly ascribe to that. I became a customer and became a partner as well. We offer a guarantee at the moment of to be 5% below the energy price cap, which is what you can see on the right-hand side there. We are also ensuring that obviously that £400 payment comes in. So let's talk about benefits from the government. Again, there are 2 schemes at play for the resident side. So there's the energy price guarantee, which is the £2,500 cap. Just a point of note, it's not £2,500 that's capped. It's your unit rate that's capped. If you use more, you will pay more than £2,500. If you use less, you'll pay less. Hope that's clear. The other thing is the £400 that comes in, which will start to hit bills in the next week. And so there'll be £66 or £67 coming off your bill over the next 6 months. And that's is the next sort of tranche of government help. That's called, you ready for this? Energy Bill Support Scheme, EBSS. So EPG, Energy Bill Support Scheme, EBSS. Okay, end of the jargon, I promise. I am really excited to announce today is that we are helping more people with more support from UW. So announced on Monday, on top of being that 5% guarantee, we are introducing a £100 boost to new customers homeowners who take more than 2 services from our whole selection of those 4 services. So we're already the cheapest energy company in the UK. We're giving £100 credit it'll be on your December bill, which means more money in your Christmas expenses. So you've got more money to spend on presents or food or whatever you want. And we also give, and I've just covered it up, a £50 credit on our cashback card. Now I've used this so much that the UW's worn off. But the first time you use it, you get a £50 credit. And I'll show you a bit more about that in a minute, just to show how that works. We also give £200 for any customer who's already in a contract, so I give £200 to anyone who wants to come out of those contracts. And we also, just for the sake of it, plant a tree in the Brecon Beacons for anyone who's interested in that. So you can go and visit those as well, so every new customer gets a tree planted in their name. Let's just look how that really stacks up. So this is without the government help. I've got a laser pointer here, haven't I? This is quite handy. So compared to the top 6 energy companies and providers, if you take just energy, we're comparable and slightly cheaper than the lowest one there, which is Octopus. If you take 2 services, you see the price drop again. 3 or more services, it drops again. Take off the £400, we're looking at significantly less than £2,000 for your average household. I'm not satisfied with that though. Let's look at how I can reduce that further. So apart from simplifying everything by putting everything in one place, I want to help you reduce those bills. And the key one on this particular, that's not the laser pointer, that one is on referral earnings. So for every qualifying referral that you give me, that's a homeowner who takes all the services, I can give you 50 quid. That comes straight off your bill. And we'll talk about the cashback from my point of view now as well. So my bill's just about to flash up. So this was our end of July bill. So we paid this at the end of August. See the cashback amount there is £44. So we did our normal shopping, Sainsbury's, Tesco, Co-op, wherever we go to, our petrol, just our general household expenses, and it comes off of that. What's also factored into that is that we went away on holiday and used our cashback card there, and every single foreign transaction fee gets credited as a cashback on our bill. So a really powerful thing when you're overseas is you think, I'm just going to get stung for transaction charges. No, you won't. It'll come back off this. So we're the cheapest energy supplier, and now with all these other services and ability to save money, we are mind-blowingly cheaper. Just to qualify what we do, on average, I worked this out, we get cashback on average of £25 a month off our bill. So that's about, that is £300 a year. £300 a year, based on that bill, is about 6 weeks free energy, 6 weeks free bills? Or it could be a mortgage payment, it could be something that really benefits you in your household. So start to think about those things. We're talking £300 a year just on cashback, £50 credit on the cards, £350. We're 5% cheaper. We're not talking about being a couple £100 quid cheaper here now. We're talking about somewhere like £700-800 cheaper than the energy price cap. So now's a great time to come and have a conversation with someone about this. I'm also going to just come on and talk about my why. Now, I don't often talk about this in 60 seconds because frankly there's not enough time. But I got into the business to help people, and that's kind of what gives me the buzz. I like to see people save money and the feeling that they get from knowing that they save money as well. It's quite a nice thing for me. So utility bills was the key thing for me. What's been increasingly happening is people are coming to me and are wanting to earn money. And look, let's just take the current environment and look at what's going on with mortgage rates. I was chatting to Alan. Next year, 3 million plus fixed rate mortgages are going to end. So their mortgage rates are going to jump up significantly next year. There's a squeeze on pension pots, as Lydia said, and it will affect Carl's business. You know, things are going a bit crazy, and these things, all these bad things are all increasing, essentially. So we're starting to see the cost of living impact people as well. And I'm not a doomsayer. I want to help people. I don't want to focus on what is, the negative side of things. I want to focus on what we can do. So what I've got up here is, and what I do as a business. It's really simple to get into. It's £10 to join. You could earn £250 for every customer you sign up. And that could be enough to afford that extra, the increase in mortgage payments. It could be just an extra bit of money that you might need for Christmas or for a birthday or something like that. And the key here for me is that I don't judge people on what they say. I just present what I do and just say, will that work for you? So I have got, in my team, I have got an old age pensioner, I have got a singer, professional singer, I've got a DJ who joined me during lockdown. I've got a whole raft of people that I would never have expected to want to come and earn money just by having a conversation about utilities, but more importantly about how you can save money and bring extra money into people's households. So what I'm after, and this is the referral request, and what I'd like you all to start thinking about when you are talking to people, is not, do you want some help with your utilities? Do you want Rob to review your bills? Of course, those things are nice. What I would like you to say is, are you all right? Are you okay at the moment? And just listen to what they say, because you know someone who can help with that. And you also know that it's not just me that can help with that. So Alan might be able to help with their mortgage. Carl will be able to help with their pensions. I'll be able to help with their utilities. We've got a whole raft of expert businesses in this room that can help people out that are suffering and are going to go through some of the troubles that we're going to hit us at the end of, in the next 12 months, because we are literally at the tip of the iceberg. On that happy note, that's me, done. Do you have any questions? Charmaine?